Okay, today I just want to talk about client care. So what makes your client care different than any others in your industry? So what are steps that you can go above and beyond to actually get a client for life, not just a transactional client? So number one things that I like to do is make a lot of notes on clients. So what are their kids' names? What sports are they into? What hobbies do they love? Things like that, so that when you're making those phone calls, when you're connecting with them the next time, you can be like, oh, hey, I remember Johnny had a basketball tournament in Yakima. How did that go? How was that? When you connect with someone on a personal level where you're actually asking about their family, the things they love, the things that make their heart explode, then that actually shows that you care. They're able to connect with you. They're able to trust you. They're able to say, oh, okay, they're not just here for a sale. They're not just here because, they want this and this and this from me. They actually care about what's happening in my life. And so that's the part that I think that we could all expand on, which is, getting to know your client and really showing them that care. Giving them a phone call every now and then, not even to sell them anything, just checking in. Hey, it's been 6 months since we chatted. What's going on? How's it going? How are your kids? Or I know that you had this new hobby of martial arts. How's that going for you? Are you still doing it? Just those little things of, hey, I didn't. And then they're like, oh, why did you call? Oh, I just wanted to check in, just wanted to say hey, just wanted to see how you were doing. No pressure, just hey, just wanted to see and take care. Hope to talk to you next time, And I think that in this world of everything is being so fast-paced, so transactional, so I need this now, I need to do this, I love this, and people are forgetting that personal touch and actually being able to connect together as human beings. And so I feel like the more that we can actually connect with people, the more that those people are going to be loyal, they're going to trust you, they're going to really enjoy that relationship, and then also tell their friends and family about you that, hey, this person actually cares. This person actually has value. This person actually, reaches out or can connect me with other people when I have questions. That's another reason why I love this group is that I am the trusted professional and my clients know that. So when they know that I'm really well connected. So when they have a question, I've had people call me and be like, hey, who do I need someone to do my taxes. Who do you know? And I'm like, 100%, let me give you these people. I already know they do an awesome job. They're going to take care of you. And I love that I'm that call to my clients, whether that, and that doesn't get me business, right? That's nothing for me. That's not helping everyone else, but it's also connecting them with like-minded people. It's connecting them with other relational people versus just transactional of, hey, I got a home loan. I went to Chase. I did this and I have no idea who did my home loan, right? I'm just paying it every month. They're not calling, they're not asking, hey, what's going on in your life? Do you have maybe a kid going to college? Do you need to free up money? Are you doing a remodel? What's looking at, was COVID really hard for you? Did you maybe run up 50, 60 grand in debt because you were trying to make it during those years? That story is very, very common. And there's so many people, and if without that extra touch, without that relationship, then that's a real big disservice to the client because they're not knowing of all the avenues that they can do to better their life. And us as the professionals can really help and connect them with the people that can make a really big difference in their life. So that would be my education moment, would be to focus on, in your business, what area can you make that relationship and be more of a friend, more of a advisor, more of a connector than just, oh, thanks, yep, here we go, I did my job really well, bye. So,
cool.
This is what I'm working on right now. So I have 5 calls a week right now that I've scheduled. So go through my database and I'm just starting at the top and I'm going all the way to the bottom, 5 calls a week. And if they don't pick up, I'll just leave a message of hey, just wanted to, no big news, nothing to do. I just wanted to check in with you and see how's it going. I call it an annual mortgage review. So, hey, I'm just calling for, just wanted to go over, see if you know, you have an awesome rate. Like most of my clients have 2-3%. You have an awesome rate. Don't want to change that. But I just want to see what's going on in your life. How are you doing? How are your kids? Like everything's great. If you ever have another question, or if anything comes up, or you need more money, or your debt's feeling too heavy, I'd love that call. But I hope everything's great, you know? So it's just that little bit. Sometimes a lot of people don't even listen to the voicemail. So they'll see that I left a voicemail and then they just call. They're like, oh, you called, you left a voicemail, what's up? And I'm like, oh. And it's just a good chance to talk to them. So it's awkward. Like, it's not my forte, like, really. I'm more of a, like, I like electronic communication. I like to write. I like to talk with people that way. But the phone, it really does make a difference. And then someone explained it to me as, I was really against it for a while because I hate sales. Like, I'm not a salesy person. And I was like, I don't like this. And someone explained it to me as, you're calling and sharing your energy with someone. Like you're not calling to sell them. You're calling and being like, hey, like, I'm gonna share my love with you. Like I'm sharing that and we're connecting over that. That's it. And I was like, oh, okay, I can do that. And they're like, it'll actually make you feel good. Like, you'll feel better, like, after you make these calls.
I totally agree with that, because I've been doing recalls, and at first I found it to be frustrating, or I was thinking like, oh, I'm trying to sell them, and they kind of caught that energy too sometimes, because it's like, why are you calling me, you know, type of thing. But then I changed my energy to just being more like, you know, so hey, what's going on? I just really wanted to connect with them, and it actually made it more of a fun conversation, you know. And I guess it's even like, you know, it's not like I'm looking for anything, right?
Yeah.
So it makes it a chance to connect. My whole thing now is, I've already contacted this person. I know that I contacted them. Should I contact them again? And I'm kind of seeing that, hey, this person, I'm kind of noting that this person actually made an appointment, you know. I guess should I contact them again, you know? And then I'm like, well, this person I left a message with, should I contact them again? You know, what's your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, generally, I feel like if people don't respond back, then they're, you know, they know that you've connected. Like, that it's already triggering that thing in their brain of like, oh, but they cared, they checked in. But people are busy. And so maybe to like, I have 37 things to do today, and I don't have time to call back my loan officer when I don't need a loan, you know? But it's just that top of mind that it's gonna pull that string of like, hey, they tried to connect. Hey, they care. Like, hey, they've thought of me, versus, you know.
So the people that actually called you back, or that respond back, in whether it's an email or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if they don't, then, you know, I mean, like I said, I'm working through calling my database, but I'm working on it. Like, I want to do it over a year so that I'm not contacting people too much, you know? But like, hey, at least once a year, I'm giving you a call and whatnot. I mean, I do connect and reach out to people when I do client events, and we do like 3 client events a year. So really, I am touching them other times, but this is like a actual personal touch, not a touch to invite, but a touch of like, hey, I just want to talk with you.
Awesome.
You know?
Okay, cool.
The thing is, there's something called a reticular activator, and it's kind of the same thing that if you go out and you buy like a white Toyota RAV4, like you'll drive around and see Toyota RAV4s, they're everywhere once you have them. It's the same thing with making contact with people. When you contact somebody, it activates their reticular activator. So let's say, you know, a week later they're talking to a friend, they're like, oh man, I was picking something up and I messed up my back. And you just contacted them within the last 14 days. The chances of them thinking, well, I should refer them to Dr. Tran skyrockets because of that contact and that reticular activator being activated. And that happens, I think they say about every 24 days is the magic number where people start dropping that information. So if you don't have systems in place, about every 30 days to get your name in front of somebody, the chances of them referring you are really low. And that's all based on like data, you know, the studies that people have done about that. So I mean, That's how we build our systems. Like how can we, not necessarily in the same way, like people being busy, like we'll call people, we won't hear back from them. That doesn't bother me at all. We invite people to our client events. Some people say yes, some people say no, some people say nothing. But the fact that they, I'll call them as part of that. Hey, I just want to make sure you got the invite. Oh yeah, I got the invite. So sorry, we've been really busy. But no worries. I just want to make sure that our communication is getting through, and that you guys are getting the invites. Like I get people are busy. Like there's no need to get back. I was just checking in. It's just all in the way that you how you want to build your business. But and then how do you make time for it? How do you not make time for it? Is my question. If you want to build your business.